Santa, where did you get off to? Santa, I see your bag, but I don't see you. Hello again. Have you seen Santa? It's getting harder and harder to find people around here up at the North Pole. I think these elves like the game of physical distancing. Our next elf, Glitter Gumdrops. Let me double check. Oh yes, of course she's on the nice list. She's about to teach us how to make a craft I could have used 10 minutes ago, called Santa Spotters. We'll see you soon.
Hi, my name is Glitter Gumdrops and I'm one of Santa's elves. Today, I'm going to be teaching you how to make Santa spotters. What are Santa spotters, you might wonder? Well, Santa spotters are a very extra special tool that you can use on the night of Christmas to search for Santa in the sky. With just a little bit of time, magic, and hot glue, of course, we can create our own tools to help us look for old Saint Nick. Of course, I am an elf, so I've seen Santa about 1,000 times, but that doesn't mean I can't help you. No video would be complete without my cat friend, Elphys. But as much as I love my pets, I'm the real star of this episode. My favorite Christmas stuffy, Carol. She's gonna go right here and make sure we don't miss any steps. The supplies that you'll need for your Santa spotters are some black, red, white, and yellow felt, cotton balls. It looks like a bunch of marshmallows. 2 toilet paper rolls, some ribbon of your choice. I'm gonna use some jingle bells in mine. Truly the sound of Christmas. Scissors, and some hot glue and a hot glue gun. If your workshop doesn't have all of these tools, no worries. You could easily substitute the felt for construction paper. You do not have to use ribbon, nor do you have to use the bells. My favorite part about the Christmas magic is the creativity. Your Santa spotters should feel like you. You could make them into a gingerbread man or candy canes. I love candy canes. Anything that you feel. You could even use pom-poms and make a Christmas tree. I forgot to mention you'll also need something to draw on your fabric with. My red is going to be the main color on my Santa spotters. I'm going to take my tube and line it up with the edge of the red. And roll it along to make sure that it completely covers this one tube. Then I'm going to take my other one and do the same thing on the other side to make sure that I have enough fabric for both. It looks like I do already, but I have a lot of excess fabric here. Going back to just a single tube, I'm going to line it up again with the edge and sketch out where the tube ends. Made a little line just like that. I've made a little dotted line to guide me, so I'm going to cut from this side to make one long strip. There. Now we have one long strip that we know will cover both of our tubes. I'm going to start heating up my hot glue. The next part is my black felt. I'm going to lay it on top of my red felt to see how much I want to cover my red. You could be precise and use a ruler, but I don't really feel like it. Santa would definitely not be happy about me not using a ruler. I'm going to sketch the ends of the red and then cut out that black strip. Like this. The next piece of felt is going to be the belt buckle. So I'm going to measure out a square against my fabric and see how big I want my belt buckle to be. About that big for me. I'm going to cut out my belt buckle. Now we're going to need to make the inside of the belt buckle. I'm going to fold my little square in half and sketch out a little square inside that you're going to cut out. And then you'll have a perfect belt buckle shape. I thought I was going to need white felt, but turns out I don't really want it. Next, it is time for the gluing. Grab your tubes. We're going to measure this onto our tubes just one more time. Rolling it rolling it up. It's up to you to decide if you want the belt buckle on the binocular shaped side or on the flat side. I think I'm gonna go with the flat side since it makes it just a little bit easier. Now we're gonna glue the back of the black piece to the red piece. Pressing it down, making sure not to get any glue on your table. And there you go, now they won't fall apart. Then we're going to glue the fabric to our tubes. Glue just one strip on the side of your tube. Tie it up with your piece of fabric. Press it to make sure it's secure. It's like Santa's loo roll. Marvelous, isn't it? Little lines of glue as I go along and rolling until it's completely covered, and then we can do the same on the other side. Rolling, rolling, rolling down the river, rolling down the river. I should just be a rock star. I probably shouldn't even be an elf. I've done my last roll. Now I'm going to glue in between these cracks so that it doesn't fall apart. Now I'm going to glue the belt onto the side of my choosing, which is this side. I have these edges that ended up just being a little bit over what I need for my rolls. So I'm going to carefully glue the inside and fold them over so that it makes a clean edge. When you pull them apart, cotton balls make this fur-like texture. So we're going to be pulling them apart and lining and gluing our Santa spotters with them. I'm pulling them apart so they look all nice and fluffy. And then adding a line of glue. And placing them. They'll begin to look like that. Back again. Hot glue guns and kitties do not mix. Sheesh. This part's really cool because one cotton ball goes a long way. Like, I probably will only need 2 cotton balls for this whole bottom. Do you know what a Christmas tree's favorite candy is? Ornaments. What's the first thing that an elf learns in school? The alphabet. I'm definitely not as funny as some of my other elf friends, but that's okay, I make myself laugh. Well, that part is pretty much done. The only thing that's left is to cut and measure our ribbon, and for me, put my bells on. I think I like this yellow gingham one because it matches the yellow in my belt. I'm going to thread it through the top of my bell. Then I'm going to add a titch of hot glue to the inside and attach. Now I'm going to measure it around my neck and see how long I want it to be. It's going to be about here for me. I'm going to attach my other bell and hot glue the ribbon to the inside. It could probably use even more jingle bells, but I'm not going to undo what I just did. Wow! They're even cooler than I thought they were going to be. Ooh. I think it's missing something though. Maybe a little bit of magic. Everything could always use more glitter. Look how sparkly! Now you'll be sure to find Santa Claus. Jingle bells, jingle bells. Well, I hope you enjoyed my craft making Santa spotters. May your Christmas be filled with a little bit of magic. I don't know what to do with this.